Hi everyone, slash Chloe. When I was thinking about talking about my journals in the car on the way home from work tonight, I was thinking it would be like 12-minute videos and I would just breeze through my 30 journals, but I've been sitting here talking at my computer for 30 minutes and I have not even gotten 23 through 31 yet. So here we go. This is when I really started getting into cool journals. So none of the rest of my journals are spiral bound. They are all cool. Barnes & Noble. That is the place to go to get cool journals. I got almost all of these there and I am literally in love with most of them. This one was handmade and it was all made from like something earthy. It's recycled. I think it's all recycled. So you can kind of look, it's very thick paper, none of it's even, it's very rough, but it's a freaking cool journal. I really enjoyed this journal, and you'll see how much in a little bit. But this was still freshman year. This finished, this didn't finish out freshman year. This just went to February of freshman year. So lots of talking about classes. This is the book where I started working with different pens and seeing which kind of pen on which kind of paper was really the most conducive to me journaling. Christmas was in this, New Year's was in this, me counting down was in this, me making plans for the rest of my life, and everything, me falling in love with a new boy and that not working out because it's never worked out, which isn't really shocking, but sad for me at the time, and in retrospect I'm like, you were fine. Watching movies, so yeah, I really like this journal, and it has this cool bookmark made of paper, and there used to be a thing on the end and it drove me crazy and I cut it off, but it was made out of wood and it was really smooth and really cool. And there's me counting down to 2015, woohoo! Okay, so that was 23. This is journal 24. It's made of a bunch of little newspaper clippings bound together, and it looks really cool. I don't like it as much because it's not college ruled. This was also, I believe, my first journal that didn't have any lines in it. It was just blank pages, and I really don't like college ruled. Wide ruled. I like college ruled. I don't like wide ruled, and this is wide ruled. I also, for some reason, as a freshman in college, I thought it was a good idea to write with highlighter. So a lot of this is written in highlighter. Not a good idea. That's not a thing that you should do. It will confuse you. It will confuse other people. This was when I discovered One Direction, though, which is great and a great thing that has happened in my life. This is my first reaction to One Direction. 1, Harry Styles, the beautiful human being, has not changed. 2, Zayn, with an E, question mark, because I didn't know how to spell it, the one who quit, because I didn't discover them until after he quit. 3, the classy guy, the one who got arrested in Night Changes. That's Louis Tomlinson, for those of you who don't know. It's hilarious that I thought he was the classy guy, but it was because of his outfit in Night Changes. 4, the one that looks different in every video, and I forget, because that's Liam Payne. He had different hair in every video, so I got super confused, and I was like, who is this new guy? Where did the last guy go? It's all Liam Payne. His hair just looks different. And then 5, the one who set himself on fire in Night Changes, my awkward spirit animal, Niall Horan. My awkward spirit animal is actually a teacup walrus, but I just really appreciate my first impressions of One Direction. And then I started writing an orange highlighter. I don't know what I was thinking. I think I just had too many highlighters, but it's still a bad life decision. Anyway, that's journal 24. Journal 24. Yeah. This is my first leather journal. It wraps around, and I tied a stone in it. I brought this one to camp with me my second summer on staff, and it smells like leather. It's amazing. This was my first leather journal. I really loved it. It also doesn't have lines. The way it's bound is really cool because it's just 4 different sections all tied together. I like this one because I wrote a lot about this one. I have flowers glued in it, and I think that's really cool. And there were lots of notes and songs and really beautiful things. Good things that happened, bad things that happened, good things that happened too. And lesson plans that I wrote, and Louis Tomlinson coming back. And yeah, good. This was good. This was a good journal. I love the leather. Okay, this next journal is one of the best journals I've ever had. I got that one at, I got all of these at, Barnes & Noble. This one I didn't get at Barnes & Noble. I got at Target, and it is to this day one of the best journals I have ever had. It's just literally a regular black journal with one of those things that goes over it, but it has this awesome pocket in the back, so you can open it and you can put stuff in there. So instead of stuffing stuff in between the pages and it all falling out whenever I open my journal, I could put it in there, and it was incredible. And I also got scented markers, so I used this. But this was just a great journal. It was the end of the summer, and cool things like, for freedom, Christ has set you free. And really stuff I really like. Lots of things. This was the start of sophomore year, and Peace at the Father's Hand. I'm not good at calligraphy or cool writing, but I try to be, and that's kind of sad. Oh, this was sophomore year of college, and I got to speak at Divas After Dark, which is an event we do, and that was really influential for me. I was a chaplain that year. There's a lot going on, so this was a fantastic journal. This journal, I believe, was also sophomore year. How old was I? I stopped putting how old I was. I should go back and put how old I was. This is 2015 and 2016, so I was 19. I was still 19 when I did this one. This journal was a mistake. I got it, I think, at Books A Million. And I say it was a mistake. I do like it. Like, it's the same material as those other two that I mentioned in previous videos. Sorry, I have hiccups. The same material, which I really like the fake leather. It's just so big, and I journal all the time, and I carry it around with me everywhere, and it's just really awkward, like, being in chapel and being like, oh, let me pull out this giant journal and just write away, and all of that kind of thing. But there were a lot of, and it doesn't have a pocket, so things fall out on me. And it just took forever to fill up one page. I also bent a bunch of pages back, but there was a lot going on. But it was fun. I didn't like the classes I was in, but it was fun. I liked some of the classes. There was one class I didn't like, and I wrote about that one a lot. But yeah, so it was a good journal. And also it says my thoughts, scribblings, ideas, goals, dreams, and life, 7 all of the above, which is really cheesy, but also accurate. It just wasn't my favorite. I like the material, and I think if I wasn't so self-conscious about journaling all the time, it would have been better. So that was number 27. Is this 26? This isn't 26. 27. 28. 28. This I was really excited about. It's a Moleskine journal that my friend got me, and I had always wanted to try a Moleskine journal, and I don't think they're meant to be journaled in every single day, because I journaled every single day of 2015 and 2016. I maybe missed 7 days between those 2 years. So it's just kind of coming up at the end, but I really love that I got to use a Moleskine. I really wanted to. It lasted me a month, I think. Yeah, March 26th to April 30th. Less than a month. This journal lasted me less than a month. Because I journal a ton, and so this is just 1 month of my entire life, so we're not going to spend much time on it. That was journal 28. Journal 29 is probably my favorite journal to date that I've ever had. It was $40 from Barnes & Noble. It was handmade. It's leather. It was handmade in Italy. It's beautiful, and it's super thick. I wish you could feel it. It's so smooth. There is so much life that went into this journal, and there's so much that happened. I am trying to find one thing that I drew specifically, because it kind of sums up the season, and I keep seeing it as I go past it and not landing on it. But I just think it is the most beautiful journal. The pen that I got by this point in time, this was this past year, and this was May 1st, 2016 through February 12th, 2017. So this brought me into this year. It went through a lot with me. It knows a lot about what I think and what I feel. This is what I had written. It says, Afflicted City. It's from a verse in Isaiah that says, Afflicted city, lashed by storms and not comforted. I will rebuild you. And it's God talking to Israel, but I really use that because it was in the season that I was diagnosed with depression and panic disorder, and a lot was going on. And so this journal knows so much about me. Also, another boy. Nothing happened. Nothing's going to happen. But there's just a lot. There's a lot of life. There's so much life. And it was May 1st through February 12th. So it was less than a year. And I also used a different journal during the summer. I used these 2 journals during the summer because I was on staff at that camp for the last summer. So it wasn't even the full that long, but I was in this one for a lot, and it has a very soft spot in my heart. Okay, and then 30, journal 30, might look familiar. It's this one again. It's the same one as this. I didn't know what kind of journal I was going to buy, because I didn't want to spend $40 again on the same one. And, well, I do. I'm going to buy another one like that, again, probably for my next journal, but I didn't find one that I liked enough to spend $40 on. Anyway, but there was this one again. They had it again, and I was like, yes, because I loved that journal, and I loved it again, and it lasted me a little over a month, and it was great. And it also doesn't have lines, and you can't see it, but there's, like, the paper is super textured. You can feel it. It's super thick. I love it. Loved this journal. It was a lot of fun. This was really recent. This was my second to last journal, so I just finished it in April, and it's June now. So, missed that one. Before I go to my current journal, these were my summer journals. It was my 3rd year on staff, so it says chapter 3, and I have chapters 1 and 2. I got rid of them. Good for me. I'm gonna give them away to someone, maybe? I don't know. I gave them to my mom. I don't know what she's gonna do with them. But I had chapter 1 and chapter 2, but I just used this one, and then I finished out the summer in this one. So there's those, and then my current journal is this one. It is also leather. It's also from Barnes & Noble, where I pretty much get all of my journals now. It has a lot of stuff in it. It has a picture of the ocean that I carry with me all the time now. I'm just barely over halfway, because this is halfway, and this is where I am. I actually wasn't going to get this journal. I didn't think I really liked the cover. I didn't really want to get it, but I was smelling it, because I always smell journals before I get them, especially if they're leather, and I accidentally got lipstick on the pages. So then I felt obligated to buy it, and I think that's the most me story I could conceivably tell you, is that I got lipstick on a journal while smelling it. Anyway, so this is the one I'm in now. It's growing on me. I like it a lot more than I thought I was going to. It has pages similar to the green one. Oh dear. It has pages similar to the green one, but they're not as thick. And it's taken me a while to get through this. I've been in it since April, but it's a good one. It's a good one. I like it a lot. Anyway, Chloe, you're probably the only one that's still with me. I hope you have questions about stories that I may have brought up or may not have brought up, because some of them might be funny. Some of them might be really sad, but some of them might be funny. And those are all my journals. If you want me to do more videos about journaling and how to get in it and how to do it and stuff, text me, Chloe.